guys, this is my little introduction video so you can kind of understand the materials that I have posted for you in this project folder for the Crystallographic Chaos project. Um, it's called Crystallographic Chaos because we're going to be creating crystallographic patterns, which basically means an all-over pattern where there's no single focal point, but you have repeated elements, lines and shapes that you create throughout the design, and it completely fills the space so that you are able to achieve balance and unity just through that repetition, creating that pattern. And it's something that's going to go everywhere. So there's not going to really be very much empty space in this pattern design. The thing about crystallographic designs and patterns is that they initially, or they at first maybe look a little bit chaotic or full. Um, but because all of the elements, the lines and the shapes are repeated, it really actually becomes quite unified and balanced. So that's kind of it's not really chaotic, it's actually pretty orderly. Um, I went back and forth about exactly how I wanted you guys to do this, if I wanted you to create a grid, all these different ideas, and I finally decided that I just wanted you to make a very simple 9 by 9 square. Which I thought would look really nice, would be a good size so that you could get good practice with your pens. You are going to use your Pitt pens. That's the little pack of black pens that have a couple of different, or 4 different, you have a brush tip, a medium tip, kind of a fine point, and I think a super fine point, but you may not use all 4 of those. I do want you to try to incorporate 2 or 3 of those different pens just to give your uh, this is basically an illustration, to give it some variety and so that you can get some practice with those pens. So in this folder, I have an example of a really simple line drawing, and they really can be simple. I also wanted to show you what I did because I do these projects along with you guys, so I know exactly what kinds of questions you might come up because I've kind of gone through it myself. So I wanted to show you, this is my crystallographic pattern. It has kind of like a radial element where I wanted the design to kind of go out from a center point, but you can see that the design touches all edges of the square, and I have some fine lines in here, and then I have some of the heavier lines, and then I used my brush tip as well. The way that I use the brush tip, I have like a warm gray brush tip, which you guys don't have. Don't worry about, it doesn't need to be gray or anything like that. If you really wanted it to be gray, you could use just a little bit of water to kind of make the black that you have lighter, but you don't have to do that. But my design is inspired by a begonia leaf, so I tried to copy some of the lines and the shapes that I saw in that, and you'll see that in my in-process video. I also posted some videos just to kind of show you, this will be backwards, but it's not in the video, just some things about like using the pen, so you'll see videos that have those little samples in there. But I want to stress that in the other videos, it was sort of like a step-by-step process. This is not a step-by-step process video. I just wanted to show you how I went about sort of making a design. So in the video, there's no sound or narration, but the things that you're seeing me do, I just kind of wanted to show you how I made my design, but don't feel like you have to create a design that is like mine. It should be completely up to you. It should be something that's inspired by things that you're looking for around in your house. And I have some ideas for you in the step 3 where I say, to create your own. So I hope that you guys have fun doing this, that you get a little bit of experience using those nice illustration pens on the Bristol. This is exactly the kind of paper that they're made for, but I also give you some tips on using a cover sheet to keep your pens from smudging. So those are the kinds of things that I've put in the folder for you. And I will see some of you tomorrow when the project officially starts. For the rest of you, I will see you virtually, or just give me an email, send me a message if you need any help with this project. Thanks.